Hello and welcome inside the Crisler Center here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. You're tuned in to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan men's basketball. I'm Jeremy Parks, joining me up high above the court this evening are Matthew Cox on color in the first half, and Chris Pickler will be joining us in the second. Today's matchup pits the 9-3 Wolverines in their final non-conference schedule matchup against the 7-5 Furman Paladins. Matt, what are you looking for tonight out of the visitors down from South Carolina in the Royal Purple?
Yeah, the Paladins are a high-octane offense that's really predicated on their performance outside of the arc. So Paladins take 44% of their shots from three, and they're shooting 40% on the season. Now, we know the Wolverines are a three-point shooting team as well, shooting 39% from outside the arc this season. However, they can be outshot by the Paladins, and if there's any hope for them to win today, it's from behind the arc.
Now, the Paladins are a small team, which, as you mentioned, Michigan is a three-point team, but are you going to look for that Wolverine squad to try and get inside? The tallest player in the starting lineup is Jeff Beams at just 6'7". Do you look for the Wolverines to try and get into the post early, or is it going to be a free shootout as they've opened most of their games so far this season?
Yeah, you're right, Jeremy. So let's look at those past two games. Michigan has put on a shooting show. Against Maryland Eastern Shore this past Sunday, they shot 65% from the field. And the game before that was, of course, the record-setting night from three-point land, where the Michigan Wolverines netted 19 three-pointers. Now, of course, they could probably go back to it again today. However, I'm sure John Klein is preaching to his team, let's get in the lane and find some tough twos. Of course, as you mentioned, Furman is a shorter team. Look for DJ Wilson and Mo Wagner to dominate the glass and score some easy twos.
That Wolverines lineup, no real changes. Although the one clerical error in the Wolverines last game did see Duncan Robinson start in that lineup over Rockman is back in the lineup tonight. He's joined at the point by take a look at the starting five for Furman. Third, 5'11". Ball playing off of two-guard trail. He is the shortest player in the starting lineup. At 12, Dustin Stifford shooting 28%. Playing four, number 3, Jeff. Final exams just finished this week for the students, so today's range is pretty empty. Lower and upper bowls are scattered around the place. Michigan's going to try and get things going for the fans here.
Got to put on a show for the few students who remain in town to watch on the Wolverines after a grueling season of finals.
Long road for the Wolverines so far this week. Quite a bit of travel. At home. Also, close out the Paladins before they head into Southern Conference play, affectionately known as SOCA. Extended break here following the back match. Third. Open up their conference tournament long way off.
Oh yes, a couple weeks we got, Jeremy, but that's okay. They'll start soon.
A couple of months. Just about ready for the trip here. Under the lights at Crisler DJ Wilson
Look for DJ Wilson and Mo Wagner, who are both in the starting lineup tonight, to have big games. We'd love to see those Wolverines put on a show.
Wilson with a hesitation. Tip is won by the Wolverines and collected by Derek Walton as he heads up to the key. Now it is Zach Irvin out on the left wing. Hands it off to Wagner, who gets it back to Irvin. Over to Walton now on the right wing. Looking down in the post for DJ Wilson as he squares up. On to Jeff Beans. Wilson into the lane. had a good look at a turnaround jumper from about 8 feet out, but tried to dump it down to Mo Wagner. Pass goes by Wagner and out of bounds. Furman ball. Turnover on the first possession for the Wolverines.
Wilson had the opportunity to put up a jumper, but he tried to be unselfish, dump it down to Mo Wagner, who wasn't ready.
Not a bad look at all, but nonetheless, Furman with it now. Daniel Fowler up at the top. Passes over to Sibley, who takes a shot from the left side. That three rims out. It should have been collected by Wagner, who lost the ball. We are going to have a jump at center. Mo Wagner got tied up in that one with Chris Acox. That should have been a rebound collected by Mo Wagner off of the missed three from Daniel Fowler, Devin Sibley, I should say.
If Furman's going to have a chance in this game, Devin Sibley's got to put over 20 points on the board. He had 21 the other night against Tennessee Tech. He's their leading scorer, averages about 16 points a game. Has to put on a show tonight here at Crisler.
Fowler with the ball again, gets it out to Beans. Beans passes it over to Davis. Davis gets it over to Sibley. Sibley trying to cut inside, he's cut off. Gets it over to Fowler. Fowler now working his way in. Tries to work on Zach Irvin, unable to do so. Kicks it back out to Davis. Davis now looking, cuts it up to the point to Beans. Beans finds his way in and gets the flow to go for the first points of the game. 2-0, Furman Paladin.
Furman was able to capitalize off some great cuts in the lane there, finally getting some separation and a nice little floater in the lane to go.
Wolverines with it back in the offensive lane. Derek Walton out on the right wing, tries to work his way inside. He finds a nice cut from Rockman. Rockman trying to work his way inside on Sibley. Going to take his time and kick it back out to Mo Wagner. Now it's back to Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman. Gets a shot off turnaround jumper in the lane. Does not go. Wolverines 0 for 2 on their first two possessions.
Disappointing possession by Marr there, floating around outside the three-point arc and not able to finish.
Meanwhile, a beautiful jump down into the lane for Furman Paladin. Chris Acox cleans it up. Spins right around the defender and gets the lay-in to go. Furman up 4-0 now. Michigan trying to get a little bit of sustained offense going. DJ Wilson has it over to Irvin. He dumps it over to Walton on the left-hand side. Passes it to Wagner, back to Walton. Over to DJ Wilson, who takes a long three. That one rims out. Good collection by Wagner. He gets the lay-in off of the offensive board. And that's what size will do for the Wolverines on a much shorter Paladins team all night long.
If you're Beeline, you're happy with DJ Wilson's three and even happier that Mo Wagner is heading to the rim after the missed opportunity. Great putback by Mo Wagner.
Paladins with the ball, trying to dump it back down into the lane again. It is Fowler. Fowler works his way around. That shot rims out, gets his own board, and back in with the lay-in. And the Paladins are getting inside on the Wolverines early, and they find themselves with a 6-2 lead here.
Even with their lack of height, the Paladins are putting a little more effort than the Wolverines are down low. Kind of lazy play out of Mo Wagner and DJ Wilson, and Paladins able to capitalize.
Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman with the ball on the right wing, works his way inside, trying to cut up, gets it open to Wagner at the key. He sinks it. First play of the game for the Wolverines off the top end of Mo Wagner. Wolverines go within one. It is 6-5, and that was a good feed from Abdul Rahman.
Great pass by Marr, as you mentioned. Mo Wagner having himself a season from outside the three-point arc, over 40% on the year so far.
And that is a valuable trait at the next level. A big man with the ability to drain it from three. He's now in defense, down in the post. That's on Acox. Acox trying to get the spin around, wouldn't go. Collected by Walton. Walton headed back up the floor over to Zach Irvin, who makes a nice cut in, taking it right to the basket. Got his way around both Williams and Acox en route to 2 points, and the Wolverines back up 7-6.
If you're a Michigan fan, you love to see that. An assist from Derek Walton into the driving Zach Irvin, and an easy two as he goes up on the right side.
Ball is tipped away by Derek Walton. That one goes across court. They're going to call it over and back on the Paladins. That one was tipped by Walton in the backcourt. Davis pleading his case, but it is going to be Wolverines basketball. That's heads-up defense there by Derek Walton to win the Wolverines back the ball.
The Wolverines are predicated on their turnover ratio. Averaging less than 10 turnovers a game is 5th in the nation. However, Paladins on the other side, not so hot. Michigan will capitalize off that today.
Walton has the ball up at the key. Gets it off to Wagner. Wagner passes it over to Irvin on the left wing. Taking their time, looking for a cut. Irvin finds a nice feed down into Wagner, who gets under and lays it in.
Mo Wagner using his length right there, caught the pass on the left side of the hoop and reached across to spin it in on the bank.
Wagner's already got 7 points in the early goings. 3 for 3 with a three-pointer. It's now Davis Back on the right wing, he works his way inside, uses his speed to get by Wilson, kicks back out over to Beans, and Beans getting a 3 from the right hand. Furman ties it up 9 feet.
Great play by Davis, who took the advantage of the switch, had DJ Wilson covering him, able to switch it out to Beans, and nails the throw.
Wilson has the ball for the Wolverines over on the right hand wing now. Gets it over to Walton. Walton over to Wagner. Wagner misses that one off the left-hand wing. Tried for another 3. That one rings out. Collected by Davis, who now pushes it back into the offensive territory. Davis working his way around. Paladins looking for a cut inside. Fowler tries to get the ball away. It is batted away by the Wolverines. Into the backcourt, collected by Sibley. Shot clock winding down 6 seconds. Picked up. Shot taken and drained for the Paladins. That was number 32, Matt Rafferty, just recently checked into the game. Hits the jumper, and the Paladins up 2.
That's an unfortunate bucket for the Wolverines to give up. Mo Wagner made a nice play to tip out pass across the left side. However, the Wolverines not able to gather the ball and leave a man open on the other end. Rafferty able to capitalize that.
Wolverines trying to work their way inside. That was Zach Irvin trying to get to the bucket. That one goes out of bounds off the Paladins. Wolverines 11-9, just over 5 minutes into the game. Matt, what is your early analysis of what you've seen from Furman? How do they have the lead right now?
Well, the Paladins are capitalizing off the Wolverines' kind of lazy play down low, getting a couple offensive rebounds as well as maneuvering through the lane easily. So Mo Wagner and DJ Wilson really have to step it up as we would expect them to in this game. So the Paladins are ahead right now in a couple of threes, and that should continue to do.
Alex is going to have 30 seconds.
Now John Beeline has to throw it his 3-pointer down the post. Furman has used that speed. He's part of the trade-off of size, but he's able to get down quicker than the Wolverines are able to catch up. So far, we have the Myers shootout right now. Make a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer. Matt, do you think you can do it in 30 seconds?
You know, back in my heyday, I think I could. I haven't picked up a basketball in a while. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I picked up a basketball during 3-on-3 IM season. However, it was not a pretty set. Jeremy, I think you would have better odds.
He's got 10 seconds left to drain the three-pointer. Everything's hitting front iron. Off the front iron again. Got to put a little bit more behind it. I believe it's $100 Myers gift card.
You know, it looks like it's not too hard. Once you get through the layup and free throw, pretty easy. Each person's got it.
He's definitely got a raucous crowd to deal with tonight. Crisler Arena is disappointing.
No, it has been like that. And it's kind of a sad sight. Against the big game against Texas a couple weeks ago brought in less than 75% capacity.
I would say 50% capacity is close to this.
Wow.
The Wolverines, I would expect probably better crowds come conference play after the start.
You know, you can't be too sure of that because the student section might be with you. About 1,000 less student tickets were sold this season. Much of that is probably because of the play on the court. However, student basketball prices are higher than student football prices. And a lot of students aren't willing to pay for them. So
You get more games, which is one argument.
Of course, but they're also on Tuesday night.
Coming out of the timeout, Wolverines have the ball under the basket for the inbound. Off the ball foul called. That one's going to be on number 35, Daniel Fowler.
Furman foul to number 12, Devin
They
Sibley.
change the call to be on number 12,
His
Devin
first
Sibley.
personal foul.
Hot-handed
Team
three-point
second.
shooter. Michigan looking for the inbounds. Gets it over to Walton on the right wing. Walton working his way around. Gets it open to Irvin. Irvin had an open look at 3. Didn't take it. Gives it back up to Walton at the point. Now it's out to Rockman. Rockman looking for a pass. Wilson finally cuts his way out to the wing for the outbound. Gives it back up to Irvin. Now Irvin spinning around looking for a play. Finds a wide open Marr. Lets it go. Hits front iron. Won't go. Good look for the Wolverines. They'll come away empty-handed. Still down 2.
Great movement by the Wolverines, but Marr is not the guy you want at the end of the three-point pass.
Furman on the other end. It was a great look from Daniel Fowler. Had the pump fake and had an open look from about 8 feet out, but that one fell off. Wolverines back on offense. Derek Walton up at the point. Gets it over to Irvin and back over to Mock. Or over to Walton. Walton looking for something to do. Finally gets a pick from Mark Donnell. Donnell trying to find his way inside, and I think Walton was looking for him, but instead finds Irvin. His three attempt rims out. Struggle for the rebound. DJ Wilson had a chance for it, and it's lost again by Furman. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball call. Heads up play from Jared Walton. Ball on the lost ball and battle with Furman for it, but two escaped rebounds from the Wolverines wind up in the jump ball. The ball will go Michigan's way as well. That's another heads up play from Jared Walton on the defensive end.
Definitely great hustle play by Walton. However, the Michigan offense was looking pretty lackluster on that possession. Unable to find anyone down low, and the bigs, Mark Donnell, who's since checked in for Mo Wagner and DJ Wilson, we're not finding many opportunities.
Not a lot of hard cuts so far for the Wolverines on offense. We'll leave it at that. Rather sluggish performance so far. Irvin up at the point, finds Donnell down inside. Donnell trying to work his way in. Hits the lane and the game is tied back up at 11. Good job from Donnell. And a good feed from Irvin.
That's definitely what you want to see, a high pass down low. Donnell's going to pick that up over any Paladin defender.
Paladin's back with the ball on offense. Acox finds his way back over to the right wing. Gives it up. Paladin's working away inside. Jordan Lyons in the game out point. Works the ball back in. Shot taken down the post from Matt Rafferty. Backup center. That one goes in good off the glass with a kiss. Furman back up two. Duncan Robinson checked into the game for the Wolverines. He works the ball around the perimeter. Finds Zach Irvin and back down to Donnell again. Donnell just missed a bunny layup and then gets fouled on the reattempt. Man, Donnell should have had that first one. It was a good feed again, finding him inside and just missed the easy layup.
Yeah, you're definitely not pleased with a missed opportunity down low, but you know that pass is going to be there all game. Able to collect his own rebound, go up for it again, and now he's got it himself to do.
Donnell shooting free throws. He'll have both. First shot is up and true. Good high five from Derek Walton.
Mark Donnell, an 81% foul shooter from the line this season. Love to see that on the bids.
Tried and true from the stripe. Second shot is up. That one rims in. Good on both of them, and Donnell has 4 points. Wolverines tied with Furman at 13 all. 12:05 remaining in the first half. Paladins on offense. Looks like we're going to have an off-ball foul called. That one looks like it might be going on Zach Irvin.
Michigan foul was number 21, Zach Irvin.
Foul is
His
in.
first personal foul. Team's first.
First personal, team first.
Yeah, never like to see an off-ball foul, but already 8 minutes into the game, and that's the first foul I think they'll have to take.
Furman gets the lob, inbound pass. Hands it back up to the point, working his way inside is Acox. Acox kicks it back out. Fouled on the shot. Actually, traveled. Number 12, Sidney, working his way inside. He tried to go for the fadeaway jumper from about 15 out. Hit the shot, nothing but net, but traveled on the jumper.
Wolverines had good, strong defense there. Donnell was able to step up, get the paint, provide a huge block that prevented the shot being taken. Ball had to be kicked out to Sidley, who then lost his footing. He traveled there, including a turnover.
Timeout on the floor. Michigan Furman tied at 13 apiece. 11:53 left here in the first half. Teams knotted up at 13 apiece.
Wolverines have already attempted 5 shots from 3. Coach Whelan, I don't know if you're exactly pleased with that. They're 1 for 5, so of course you're not happy there, but I don't know that you want that shots to take. Like I mentioned in the pregame, Paladins are going to shoot a lot of threes in this game, although the Wolverines don't necessarily have to. I don't know if you're a Wolverine faithful if you're really happy with that placement.
The opportunity to late passes that the baseline has the Wolverines are getting the ball down low. It's just not going for them at the moment. As you said, we have an opportunity all game, I think, for John Dieland to just continue to try and push that ball down. We don't get complacent. We don't start to settle for threes against a team like Furman. Ranked somewhere in the mid-200s now.
Yeah, on the last couple possessions, you've been right. They've been able to get the ball down low to Donnell, and it must have come out of that timeout. Coach Wheeling had to have said something, especially once Donnell came into the game. They were finding him down low. So that's after Mo Wagner had came out. Mo Wagner was even attempting 2 threes. So he might be the reason he's on the bench. Is that he's putting up a couple deep shots.
Back to Saturday. Today, up to the face of Wolverines for that on that side. Facing their last big game opponent in the season.
Definitely a lot of travel for the Paladins, and now the biggest game they've faced all year. Before this, they had played the Georgia Bulldogs, however, lost that match.
Michigan inbounds the ball to get it going. DJ Wilson has it out on the right wing, works his way back up to the point, kicks it over to Derek Walton on the left wing. Walton's looking for a cut, gets the screen, passes it over to Robinson. Robinson's up top now. Simply gives it back to Walton to try and reset the play. Walton gets the pick, shot clock ticking down, 5 seconds to go. Walton still deep, takes a very deep three. That one was going to get an airborne point, but Derek Walton goes up and drains the three with the shot clock ticking down to 0. Wolverines take the lead by 3.
Of course, if you're a Michigan fan, you love to see it go in, but you're not liking that Walton has to pull up, as you mentioned, from a different zip code with 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock to get any shot up during that possession.
Paladins with the ball down low, pass knocked away by Marr, picked up by Matt Rafferty. Rafferty gets it in, tried to find Acox. Acox was working his way under the basket, foul on the floor as he was headed out of bounds. He will get the ball under the basket. Foul is on Mark Donnell. His first team second.
Number 1, and John Davis, the third, and number 35, Daniel Fowler.
Quick substitutions
Now
off
the game
is Sibley.
number 21,
Into
Sam
the game,
Irvin.
Andrew Brown, guard off the bench. Furman looking for the inbounds. It's Davis. Davis gets it back out to Rafferty. Rafferty over to Davis on the left wing. Gets it back open, wide open. Rafferty, not a three-point shooter, can't take that shot. Kicks it back over to Acox. Acox to Davis, finds a nice open three, and that one is good. Poor defense by Wesley. Good feed, good three, and the game is knotted up yet again at 16 all.
Rafferty had the ball to start that possession. He's about the only man on the floor who can't attempt a three. Able to finally swing it over for Davis, who hit it clean.
Furman playing some tough defense. Michigan's pass knocked away, but recollected by Walton at the corner. Walton trying to work his way inside, doesn't find a whole lot, finds open Wilson out on the wing. Wilson kicking in, and gets it back out to Robinson. Wolverines reset. A lot of quick resets for the Wolverines on these offensive possessions, letting the shot clock tick down again. 2-1. Shot taken by DJ Wilson down off the low block. That one rims off no good as the shot clock expires, collected by the Paladins back up the court.
Another disappointing possession by the Wolverines. However, right at the end, able to get a good look down low, DJ Wilson had to rush the shot down the corner.
Davis out on the right-hand wing after a little bit of penetration. Kicks it back out over to Fowler. Fowler up to Rafferty at the point. Rafferty to Acox. Rafferty wide open again. Really looked like he thought about it, but then hesitated again, as you said. Not the main three-point shooter on this team. Shot clock winding down. Fowler takes a long three. That one no good. Offensive rebound gathered by Rafferty. Rafferty collects it, kicks it back to Fowler at the point, back to Davis as the Paladins reset.
Poor job by Donnell, not boxing out his man Rafferty after that long three-point attempt.
Good find for the Paladins. That one was kicked out to Brown. Missed the open three, and another offensive board. This will be the third chance for the Paladins to score on this one. Kicks it out again over to the left wing, working their way under the basket. Up and over, around the defenders, and good. Andrew Brown just made the Wolverines big men look a little foolish and gave the Paladins a 2-point lead.
Great patience by Brown. Found his way down low, hesitated for a second, finally put it up, able to go.
First 2 points of the game for Brown. Irvin has the ball now for the Wolverines, finds a wide open Duncan Robinson. You can't get any back. Wolverines back up one. Great feed over to Duncan Robinson. Tried and true from behind the tray.
Great off-ball screen by DJ Wilson, who gave Duncan Robinson all the time he needed. Didn't use too much, knocked it home.
Brown for the Paladins on offense, looking to add a little bit of that speedy spark as he cuts hard off of all of those picks. Davis has the ball at the point before the Paladins. Shot clock going down under 10. Working inside is Acox. He spins around, tries to kiss it off the glass. And a good rebound collected by Irvin. Good defense that time, fourth shot. Irvin works his way back up inside. Tried to force it down the lane. Won't go. Pulls up from the front. That's a shot he's not able to go. Wolverines back up 3. Good shot from Zach Irvin.
Love to see Zach Irvin hit from the elbow. Came into Michigan shooting like that. Great season. Didn't have the best year last year. Love to see him shooting like that.
Davis working it over. Back to Rafferty. Over to Fowler. Into Brown. Brown down to Acox. Acox working his way inside again. Another one to go. Fagin. Furman finding shots inside, but they won't go. Wolverines pushing the envelope on offense. Derek Walton tried to go for a surface layup, maintain his balance. That one very well could have been a foul. None called, collected by Furman as they kick it back down to the offense. Finds a wide open Brown, and this is a 3 on the left wing. Collected by the Wolverines. Basic play really picking up here. Wolverines already back down inside the perimeter. They're going to slow it down and reset.
Wolverines out hustling the Paladins right now. Almost caught a break there in the fast break. However, settled it down right now.
Jack Irvin was trying to work his way down on the baseline, but he is fouled from Matt Rafferty. Timeout called on the court, 18. So far in the first half, what has
So they've been able to drive since the first timeout. Able to get into the lane. We had a couple nice Zach Irvin layups from a Derek Walton dish, and then once in a while we saw the open threes that we like to. However, the Wolverines have struggled in that they've been forcing up a lot of shots late in the shot clock, setting up a lot of plays early on that were unsuccessful, and then a lot of resets that lead to late shots. Now they're getting a couple looks down low, however they're rushed opportunities. Wolverines have built their lead up to 3 now. It was a tie game at our last break, or they have to do more to really separate this out and get us closer to the spread of about an expected 15 to 20 point win for them.
And it looks like on defense, the last couple of possessions, the Wolverines have done a good job of closing out. Looks like there's a little bit more agency, a little bit more speed, trying to keep up with this Furman Paladins offense. And it looks like it's been benefiting the Wolverines in the way of working that shot clock down on Furman and kind of doing the same thing, forcing them to take those late clock shots. And it's been benefiting them as they've been able to climb back into the lead by 3.
Definitely. Now, the Andrew Brown substitution really helped Furman out. He came in, was able to get a easy 2 down low after a little work, but as well has actually been open for 3, however unable to connect on anything recently. Furman's been a little cold in the last couple of possessions. However, no shots are falling. They could very well be.
Jingle bells playing here at the main house. It's the holiday season. Yet the last game before Christmas. On behalf of the entire WCBN Sports Group, happy holidays. It is the most joyous time of the year. Also, the chilly on the
Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad compared to the start.
We are from the state of Michigan. We cannot complain about a 28-degree temperature. As you mentioned, the start of the week, though, that's a different story. We saw the zeros.
I'll tell you what, I was home last week on the west side of the state. I was supposed to drive back to Ann Arbor last Saturday, but actually got snowed in. Cloud didn't come through, and I actually couldn't get out. The lake effect snow was significantly worse on the west side than it was by the time we reached Ann Arbor.
Imagine you didn't have that Ann Arbor City flying service out there, did you?
No, not at all. But also, once I got back, I then remembered that Ann Arbor also has a parking ticket. Very good. Parking tickets in the last 2 days.
That's an unfortunate situation. You gotta pick up on that. I think we're learning from this.
Well, the Fed the meter ran out. I ran out of change. Meanwhile, we're about to get ready to get back underway here at Crisler Center. Wolverines with the inbound. Derek Walton gets it out to DJ Wilson. We have Xavier Simpson now in for the Wolverines at the point. Zach Irvin kicks it down inside, tried to find the layup, gathered by Noah Wagner, gets the offensive board and is fouled. Maybe that's going to be another one on Sibley.
Number 12, Devin Sibley.
Is indeed.
His second
second
personal
of the
foul.
game.
Team's
Wolverines
fifth.
going to inbound the ball yet again under the basket.
Like to see that drive out of Zach Irvin. Unable to get it to go, however, impressive board by Mo Wagner, who then got himself out.
Duncan Robinson hits it to Wagner. Wagner on the left wing to Irvin. Irvin trying to work his way inside again. Comes back out. Now has it at the point. Gets it over to Simpson. Simpson over to Wilson on the right wing. Wilson with a close pass almost intercepted by Acox. And Wagner's pass knocked away by Fowler. The ball is out of bounds with 12 left on the shot clock. 6:37 left in the first half.
Furman was lucky. Fowler was able to cover for Wilcox's cheat. Mo Wagner could have taken an open three from the key. However, he's probably heard a little from Beeline recently about not pulling up from beyond the arc. Wolverines will have 10 seconds on the shot.
Wolverines have the ball with Duncan Robinson. 7 left on the shot clock. 6. He finds Wagner down inside. Wagner gets it up. Duncan Robinson, even better work by Wagner to work in on the big men and score 2. He's got 9.
Big German was stuffed on his first time he went up, though. A tree among shrubs down there, able to pick up his own rebound and put it home.
Fowler working with Wilson, just easily brought that one down the lane for an easy layup. Furman back within 3. Poor defense by DJ Wilson.
A little tiresome defense there. No one able to help even on DJ's man.
Might be time for a switch. Get Martinelli in there. Hasn't headed over to the scorer's table yet. Mo Wagner gets it up inside. Almost a circus shot layup. Gets his own board again. The retry is no good. Wolverines will head back on defense. Pushing the envelope is Sidney. Sidney out to Fowler. Fowler gets it inside to Acox. Acox is working on Wagner. Gets down inside. Tries to go for the spin around. No good. Pass knocked away by Irvin, but it's collected by Sidney. And Sidney finds a wide open three. That's just bad luck for the Wolverines. It's good defense by Zach Irvin to knock the pass away. It just fell to the wrong man at the wrong time.
You're right, Jeremy. The lengthy arms of the Wolverines helped them out there originally, but then the ball just fell the wrong way. Right to the sharpshooter, Devin Sidley. Nails the three.
Tie game, 23 apiece. 5:08 left in the first half. Zach Irvin has it at the point. Not a hard foul, but it will be a foul called on the drive. That one is going to go against Trey Brown.
Furman foul to 0. Trey Clark, his first.
Or Trey Clark, I should say.
6. Champion of the penalty.
His first.
Number 2, Jalen Williams.
Wolverines will inbound from the right side.
Now in the game for your Wolverines, number 10, Derek Walton Jr. Number 12, Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman.
Duncan Robinson opening it back up. Over to Irvin. Now on the left-hand wing is Walton. Walton digging inside, kicks it out over to Marr. Marr had a second to take that three. Traveling on the cut inside. Wolverines will get his way yet again. In a tie ball game. Silly mistakes, keeping Furman close.
Not a bad start to that possession from the Wolverines. We like to see Derek Walton find his way into the lane. However, the kick, again, is not to who you want it to go to. You don't want Marr receiving the kick outside the three-point arc. Again, he travels there, but we know he isn't the three-point shooter. If he puts that up anyways, we have to think it's not going in. You got to find someone like Duncan Robinson or Zach Irvin beyond.
Furman had the ball, gave it away. Offensive foul on Trey Clark again. An elbow. Wolverines will get the ball back in turn. And now Mo Wagner has it at the point. Zach Irvin on the right wing. Heads inside. Nice cut. Up to basket. He's fouled on the play. He's going to shoot 2. That one's going to be called on number 2. Jalen Williams checked in for the Furman Paladins. His first foul of the evening. Will send Irvin to the line for 2.
We'd love to see Zach Irvin come in along the right side. He now can't do that against every team, especially in Big Ten play. They'll not show him the right side. However, while he can, he might as well get to the right side of the basket. The big German, probably a soccer fan, trying to play continuation and dunked that home after the Irvin miss. Doesn't count here, though.
No advantage, though. Good on the first free throw. Quick update from the Gridiron Michigan football landing 4-star linebacker commit out of IMG Academy in Florida, Jordan Anthony. And another commit to Jim Harbaugh's next class here in the Maize and Blue. Irvin hits the second. He's got 6 to go along with 2 and 3.
Maize and Blue faithful have to be happy with the recruiting class Jim Harbaugh's putting together. They're not happy with what bowl game they're going to. happy with the recent recruiting.
The big loss of Isaiah Wilson last week has not deterred the Wolverines. We got another 4-star recruit adding another notch in the cap for Harbaugh. Meanwhile, Furman on offense, trying to drive the ball. That is foul. A travel call, lane violation. And the Wolverines are going to get the ball right back into the second consecutive possession that ends in a turnover for the Paladins. Michigan working the ball up the court now. Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman has the ball on the right wing, hands it off to Zach Irvin. Irvin looking for a pass, instead works his way inside and then quickly jumps back to the point, then cuts back inside again. And an excellent block by Fowler, but it's over the basket. That's a goaltender. Thought for a second we might have had a very sick block on Zach Irvin. Good cut by Irvin.
Yeah, it looked like a great block, right? However, the ball was on its way down. I'd like to see that all out of the Wolverines. I believe it was actually Derek Walton on the drive. I'd like to see that out of him, especially the two veterans on the team, Walton and Irvin. They know they're listening to their coach. Get to the line after you get to the lane.
Pretty close, just a hair of that ball crossing the line. They're up 27-23 with 3:51 left in the first half. The WCBS Sports official scoring voice of Michigan Athletics, commercial free for the duration of this
I really appreciate what the Wolverines do something like this, and not just a one-off thing. This is done every game. It's really a beautiful stage. It's the crowd on it. It's learning something that truly is beautiful and great about this game.
In the season of giving, I'd like to give thanks for those who give part of their lives to make ours safe and allow us to sit here and call these basketball games. I'd like to see what do you think John Beeline is saying to the troops right now in that moment?
I think it's the same message we've been talking about all now. The Wolverines really have cooled off. They've put up 7, 2 since about the 12-minute mark, and they've hit both of those two. So they're improving there, and they're shooting already 45% from the field. I think it's just the same message we've been saying: get in the lane, get fouled, as they've been doing. You want to be a little bit happier. They've got to focus on the defense. They've been able to get into the lane a couple times, and have found some, albeit unlucky at times, open threes. However, they've been cashing in. Also 3 for 7 from 3 are the Paladins.
Back underway with the Paladins inbound the ball to come up the full length of the court. Very even scoring distribution for the Paladins. Every player in the starting 5 somewhere between 3 and 5 points, except for Lyons. It is Lyons with the ball on the left. Gets it over to his man. Back to Lyons. Lyons working his way around over the Rafferty. Rafferty always feints at the 3, but can never go. Shot clock winding down. It's Davis at the point. Davis is going to take a contested 3 by DJ Wilson. That one falls luckily to the Paladins, who collect yet another offensive board against this Wolverines team.
Great defensive possession, but Zach Irvin has to block out his man, not give up another 30 seconds.
It's been over 2 minutes since Furman's last scored. 2:07 and counting. It is Rafferty with the ball just inside the perimeter on the left-hand side. He gives it up to Lyons. Lyons trying to kick it back out over to Brown, but it's stolen away by Marr. He now cuts it up the court. He's heading in the lane, kicks it out to an open DJ Wilson. DJ Wilson kicks it out to an open Zach Irvin, and kicks it back to Wilson again. A couple missed opportunities for some good looks at a 3-point shot, though. The Wolverines are going to look for a better chance, I guess. As Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman tries to drive into the team. Should I say Jeff Beans knocking that one away and out of bounds.
Jeremy, you're right. The Wolverines had two chances there, but DJ Wilson and Zach Irvin just on the three. Eventually got swung around to Mark, who got into the lane. However, a little help from Beans on the block. Wolverines will have 11 seconds on it.
Irvin looking for a pass, finally just lobs it up to Wilson in midcourt. Hands it off to Walton. There's only 7 seconds left on the shot clock still. Wilson's going to pull up. I should say Walton's going to pull up, and that one rims out. As the Paladins collect and head back on offense. It's Sibley again pushing the envelope. Gets it over to Davis. Davis cutting inside. Davis over to Beans. Beans to Fowler. No travel called. It looked like it should have been pretty close, but Furman retains possession with 14 left on the shot clock. 2:11 left here in the half. Michigan up 4, 27-23. Beans with the ball. He's trying to find his man down low. That's Rafferty. Rafferty working his way on Wagner. Gets his way around. Almost an and one, but that one rims out. Foul will go against Mo Wagner. Rafferty will shoot two.
Matt Rafferty, not the biggest man on the court, and definitely a couple inches shorter than Mo Wagner. However, putting Mo Wagner in the spin cycle down low, able to get a look off with the left hand, get himself fouled. Bucket didn't go.
Showing a lot of poise for an undersized sophomore. 6'8", 215 pounds out of Hinsdale, Illinois. Now playing for the Royal Purple and White of Furman. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up. That one is nothing in the net as well. 2 for 2 for Rafferty. He's up to 6 points on the Duncan Robinson.
Rafferty and Fowler are really holding their own down low. Rafferty has 6 points now, 3 boards, and Fowler with 4 boards.
And it's keeping Furman in the game.
Oh, definitely.
Behind just 2.
Definitely. The Wolverines have to pick it up. Early on, we looked like we saw some good play out of Mo Wagner and DJ Wilson. However, then that hasn't been sustained. Martinell came in for a while, put on a show. However, he's not been in the game very well.
146. That one is good. Michigan back up 4.
Just as we call for the bigs to get it done, Mo Wagner finds himself open down low. Easy pass, easy play.
Wagner back up in the double digits, 11 points already in the first half. Having himself a bit of a night. Furman, Davis has the ball up at the point, hands it off to Fowler. Fowler kicks it over to Sibley. Sibley has not really had an opportunity to drain those threes that he does so well. Shot clock winding down, an attempt to drive from Fowler. That ball was knocked away, but the refs say the last man off of Fowler. That ball flies out of bounds. Michigan ball.
Michigan bench was appealing for a charge call. Mo Wagner standing strong down low. However, they'll take the turnover, the out of bounds call. Wolverines will head down the court.
Is Derek Walton Jr., pride of Detroit, bringing it up for the Wolverines. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson. Wagner has it at the point. The screen set back to Marr. Marr over to Wagner. Wagner finds Robinson over on the right wing. Not enough time to take the three. Robinson, great under the basket. Feeds it over. Credit on the feed by Duncan Robinson.
Love to see that out of Duncan Robinson. You know he's the shooter. It looked like he might take it from just outside the arc. However, put his head down, got to the baseline, found a cutting Mo Wagner down low. Mo Wagner did his job, did the rest, put it up, he's got himself 13 points.
Quick little streak by the Wolverines, pushing them back up 6. Meanwhile, Furman hasn't scored a field goal in the last 4.5 plus minutes. We have just 43 seconds left to play here in the first half. And listening to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan men's basketball. Leading by 6, 31-25, over the Furman Paladins, pride of the Southern Conference.
You know, the Wolverines able to pick up the scoring right now up to 31 points on the evening, got a 6-point lead, and I think part of that is because they're limiting the big man for Furman, Devin Sibley, not a big man in height, but a big man in scoring, only has 2 shots in the first half. This is the leading scorer for the Paladins, averages about 16 points a game, only has a 3 that he was able to make because he fell to his hands wide open on a fluke possession.
He's close to a 50% three-point shooter. He's shooting 50% right now, but that's only because he's 1 of 2. Now going to inbound the ball. Sibley fell to the floor. That's going to result in a turnover against the Paladins again. Furman just playing some sloppy basketball right now, and allowing Michigan the opportunity to open up this lead.
Definitely right, Jeremy. This is something we touched on earlier. Wolverines are great in the turnover category. Only committed 2 so far today and have been able to turn Furman over 7 times already in the first half.
Michigan brings the ball up the full length of the court. Derek Walton, and then at the point, hands over to Marr. Marr gets it out to Irvin on the right wing. Wagner working the ball around, gets it over to Irvin. Wide open look for Derek Walton from 3. Thought he got hit on the arm on the shot. No good, no foul. Furman collects the ball. Sibley brings it back up for the Purple Paladins.
Unlucky by Walton there. It looked like a foul to me, but what do I know? I'm kind of high up here in the rafters.
7 seconds remaining in the half. Foul is going to be called on Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman against
This is foul
Devin
is number 12, Muhammad Ali
Give
Abdur-Rahman.
the Paladins the
His
inbound.
first personal foul.
They have the means to run the clock out, take the last shot of the half. Michigan is up 30-25. 7.4 approximate time left on the clock. As
And number
now checks
34,
in. Noah Wagner, Xavier Simpson checking in for Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman. Fowler inbounds the ball, gets it to Sibley. Sibley drives inside the lane, kicks it back out to Beans. Beans with a look from 3. That one doesn't go. Clamoring for the rebound. It's gathered finally by Cal. Cal expires. What did you see? The Wolverines every first half.
Wolverines really picked it up towards the end of the first half. Early on in the game, there was a little more threes than you'd like to see out of the Wolverines here at home against a less than Big Ten quality opponent. However, late in the first half, able to play a little bit better defense. Hold, as we mentioned, Devin Sibley to only 3 first half points on only 2 shot attempts. That's the big man for Furman. If Furman's going to have any success to get back into this game, granted it's only a 6-point game, he's got to be fed the ball more, find some open looks for him, and knock down some shots.
That's going to do it for the first half for Matthew Thompson here in Huntington back in 15 minutes. The second half action, Chris Pickler will be coming in for color commentary. We'll head out for a few minutes. Be sure to stay tuned with us again, Michigan. This is the half 125 to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan basketball. Stay tuned. I am rusty on this. I never do play-by-play for football or anything like that.
I'm rusty and literally I haven't done this in a year.
It sounded good.
Thanks.
It really did sound good. Very natural.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's always fun.
You sounded good. You sounded good. I'm so used to doing color at this point. I've done hockey play-by-play, which I guess I'm trying to go a little fast.
Can we turn down the nap? Like the nap?
Is it still too loud?
It's still a little too loud.
According to your net?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So
says
turn
it's
it down a lot. Yeah. Turn it down a little bit. You want to switch?
Yeah, for sure. Good call. Thank you.
Wow, this guy's getting sightings from other accounts. He must be good.
He has a lot of followers.
That's insane. 2,000.
That doesn't make him a good guy.
Oh, can I see the, shoot,
Yeah,
that one right there.
This one?
No, one of those two, sitting.
Please welcome to the floor.
Below, to the left, yes, one of those two. Thank you. Why isn't Sibley shooting the ball? He shot
I
it
don't know.
twice.
Shutting him down.
They couldn't find
They've
him.
been
closing him out.
Yeah, they have.
They're still in it. Still close.
They are definitely still in it. Hey, Santa's here!
Let's hear it one more time for your Michigan dance team.
Michigan forces 14 turnovers. Michigan Athletics. Got this tailgate and nobody knows CPR, which is unfortunate because Chuck over here is about to go into cardiac arrest. Wait, what? Lucky for Chuck, anyone can do hands-only CPR, even these guys. Actually, no, first call 911, then push hard and fast from the center of the chest to the beat of Let's Go Blue.
Fans, be sure to join us at Yost Crisler Arena on Saturday, January 7th, as the Michigan Hockey alumni takes out the Detroit Red Wings alumni. All proceeds raised from the game and go to benefit Scott Metzger in his home against ALS. Tickets are available now for just $50 online at everydayblue.com. Fans, be sure to check out Inside Michigan Basketball Radio Show with Coach B. Linehunt at Pete's house, or tune in to WWJ 950 AM and WTKA 1050 AM. The next show will be on Monday, January 2nd. For more information, visit everydayblue.com. Here are today's UPS Live Choice around the conference alerts. Stay up to date on what's happening in your deliveries when you sign up at ups.com/mychoice.
Thank you.
Welcome back inside the Crisler Center for WCBS Sports coverage of Michigan basketball. In the second half back, Furman Paladins trailed Michigan this one 31-25. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Chris, what did you see from Furman in the first half that led to such success to keep them this close to a Michigan team?
Well, listen, they're shooting about 48%. They started off hot. They're winning the rebound battle 14-12. A problem I'm having with them, the reason they're not winning this game, Devin Sibley, Daniel Fowler, Chris Acox combined have averaged 40 points in games. Today, Michigan has held them to just 9. They're going to need their big stars going if they want this upset on the road.
Furman ended that first half with a really cold drought. Still haven't scored in over 6 minutes from the floor, 2 minutes in a row. I'm going to be hanging in this close to Michigan team. It seemed to be running pretty slow.
Yeah.
And I think the lowest total number of possessions offensively in any game so far in half this season.
Well, right now, as I look at Furman, I'm watching them right now shoot around. I'm looking for number 12. I'm looking for their superstar, Devin Sibley. He's scoring 16 points a game. Right now, he's been held to 2 shots and just 3 points by this great Michigan defense. If you look at their last loss to South Carolina State, They held them to 13 points. That might be the key. Their last 2 victories against Gardner-Webb and Tennessee Tech, they've had him score at least 20 points. The Michigan defense slowing him down, and that is why they are winning this game.
Chris, what have you seen from the big men for the Wolverines? It's been a little bit of hot and cold so far in the first half, both on defense and on offense, giving up a lot of rebounds, especially on the offensive board.
You know, I'm looking at it, and coming into this game, Michigan had the size, right? They had Wagner, they had Wilson, they had Donnell. Absolutely. They're losing the rebounding battle right now, 14-12. Furman actually beating them 6-5 in offensive rebounds. You're looking at John Davis III. That's their point guard. He's 5'11". He's got 3 of the 14 rebounds. He's tied for second on the Furman team with rebounds. You can't let the point guard. You cannot let the rebound go out. Hit the point guard. Fowler's got 4. Rafferty's got 3. Michigan's big men are bigger than all these guys. Yet it doesn't matter because Furman rebounding has kept them close in this game. Well, I've seen a lot of missed layups. I've seen 2 or 3 now. One from Wagner, one from Donnell. Listen, what we can say in every single game is look at the 3-point shooting. Right now, it's 3 of 9 from both teams. Both teams, that is under their average. So the easy thing to say is make more threes. But I like their driving the ball. I like they're getting inside. They're using their size. Wagner's looking great. He's 6 for 10, 1 of 2 from 3. But the rest of the team has kind of fallen flat. There's very little movement, and there's been very little offensive rebounding. Just 5 in the first half.
We are back underway in the second half. Sibley inbounds the ball to get it going over to Davis. Sibley now has the ball up near the point. Hands it over on the left wing to Fowler. Fowler gets it over to Beans. Beans with a pump fake. Wilson bites. He tries to work his way inside, looking for an outlet pass. Gets it back to Davis. Davis over to Fowler. Fowler kicks it back to Sibley. Sibley closed down well by Maughan. Michigan trying to roll back on defense. Good cutting by Fowler. Kicks it out to a wide open Beans, whose 3 rattles out, but Fowler gets another offensive board. As we mentioned, picked up and over to Davis, who hands the 15-footer. Furman with a quick field goal off the offensive board to start the second half.
Furman only 8 second chance points. It's shocking it's not more.
Wolverines with Wagner at the point. Gets it over to Irvin. Back to Wilson. Wilson down to... Back up to Irvin. Irvin at the point. Gets it down. Over to Derek Walton. Back to Wilson. Over to Irvin. Irvin takes an open 3. Drains out the way. Furman with the rebound. Paladin's coming back up the court. Now it's Fowler. Fowler gets it down low over to Acox. Acox misses a bunny layup, and that one's gathered away by Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman.
Lucky defensive rebound there. Furman should have had it.
Derek Walton has the ball just shy of the key. Gets it over to an open Zach Irvin. Irvin cuts inside. Retreats back out. Kicks it back to Walton, and the Wolverines will reset. It's a screen from Wagner. Keeps Walton pretty much in place. Walton tried to drive to the basket, kicks it out. Beautiful dish to a wide open Zach Irvin. He hands that one off to the side. And that one hits front iron and away. Furman quickly pushing the ball back up the court. Sibley over to Acox. Furman drained the layup. And now it's just a 2-point game, 31-29 in favor of the Wolverines. 17:58 remaining in the second half.
Force him to shoot a deep shot. Don't give him the easy layup there. They're within 2.
Now Wagner working his way around.
There it is.
Around Acox and missed that easy layup. Furman now coming back. Michigan cold to start the second half. Now Davis working it quickly inside. Kicks it back out, and a foul on Sibley.
Well,
Zach Irvin. That one is actually going to go against Abdul Rahman. Just place the 1 and the 2 on the referee.
There you go. Well, Irvin forced up a three he probably shouldn't have taken early in the shot clock. And then last possession, that's not Mo Wagner's first missed layup. That's not his second of the game.
Wolverines steal the ball away. Rebound dribbling around. Ball is still loose. Finally picked up by Furman, and a wide open look for Sibley from Sibley does not have a lot of room for error. He's had very limited shots tonight. He made that one count. Puts Furman back in the lead, 42-41. Timeout called by the Wolverines. 17-18 left in the second half. Chris, Michigan has come out stagnant here to open the second.
Look, when the ball's tipping around, I can understand why you get really excited and you're going to run back on offense, but it just doesn't make sense to me because what if Furman wins it? Well, they do. They have a 2-on-1. Sibley open in the corner for three. That's not what you need to stay on defense. You can't rush on the offense because you don't have the ball yet, and if you do lose that ball, you'll see what happened. Furman just hit a three. They're on top of Michigan right now. The 16-point underdogs right now looking like the favorite in this one.
Trying to figure it out as John Buline is in the huddle with his guys. This doesn't help with a player like Mo Wagner. This is a wide open layup on the offensive end. That's how you swing away that 6-point lead very
I appreciate the refs there allowing Mo Wagner to take about 18 steps there before he put up the layup. They allowed it. Put it in over his net. You said it was open, and it was, as a t-shirt comes flying right above us. That was really exciting. I didn't catch it. But anyway, yeah, Wagner missing the layup. Irvin shooting a three, should have taken, and then having another corner three, also missing that one. That's Michigan's three missed shots. Look at Furman, they're 3 of 5. They've made one of their 2 threes in the second half. And right now, Furman looks like the better team. They look like the favorite. The crowd is dead. The student section isn't jumping around. They're barely chanting down there. It's a dead Crisler Center. And right now, Michigan really doesn't look like a Big Ten team.
Loss if they are to stick close with Furman, if Furman's able to pull this one out.
You know, that Michigan already has 0 ranking points as it is. Michigan State in the AP actually has 0 ranking points too, which does mean something. However, if you lose to Furman, your draft stock dies down. Joe Lunardi's bracketology right now has Michigan as a 9 seed, Michigan State as a 10 seed. But if lost to Furman would knock them right out of the NCAA tournament.
Try and figure this out.
All right, I don't know the Furman names. We're going to figure it out real quickly. Derek Walton Jr. at the point. He's going against Davis. Hands it to DJ Wilson. Goes to the left wing to Irvin. Irvin to the right. Now has Wagner, left wing three. No good off the iron. Rebound goes to Furman. This is Sibley. Brings it up against MAAR. Hands it off to Davis. Long two. Off the iron. Short. No good. Walton the rebound. Heads right to left across your radio dial. Gets it to Zach Irvin. Up top three. Didn't want it. Should have taken it. Back to Derek Walton Jr., who's going to drive in. Get it to DJ Wilson. Corner three. In and out. Back ahead for Furman. This is Fowler. Brings it up. Gets it back to Sibley. Sibley works against Walton. Puts it up. Puts it in. And the foul. That's Devin Sibley with the and one. They're going to get Derek Walton Jr. with his second. His first, excuse me, and Sibley's going to go to the line with Furman up three. And just as quickly, Duncan Robinson will come in for Abdur Rahman. Abdur Rahman 0 points on 0 for 3 shooting in 16 minutes. And Devin Sibley will shoot an extra free throw here.
Back in the action now as Sibley takes his free throw. Rattles out. Rebound gathered by Zach Irvin. Misses the potential three-point play opportunity. And now Derek Walton has the ball for the Wolverines. Kicks it back out over to DJ Wilson on the right-hand side. Kicks it back to Duncan Robinson. It looks like we've solved our technical difficulties.
All right.
Bearing in with us there. The headset is just a little bit too soft, but I think we've got that one resolved. Meanwhile, Zach Irvin taking a shot from the baseline, and that one goes out. poor shot selection for the Wolverines. Forced that one
Oh,
relatively
6.
still early in the shot clock. And now Furman is moving the ball around. Off-ball foul is going to be called against the Wolverines. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson.
Right now, Michigan 0 of 6 in the second half as there is a timeout on the floor. Furman 4 of 7. That's the difference. And with 15:57 to go in the second half, it is 34 to 31. The Furman Paladins, yes, the Furman Paladins on top by 3.
What do you think John Furman would say with this point? Because early on in the game, it was pretty close. And that's where you start to have those early game adjustments. This is no longer a matter of early game adjustments. This is much, much more grave for the Wolverines at this point if they can't pick up the pace.
Well, 0 points in the first 4 minutes for a team that's supposed to be an offensive-minded team is not good. Right now, 0 of 6 shooting, 0 of 4 from 3 in the half. That's brought their average down from to 36%. Look at Furman, they're at an even 50. Go over to Michigan's three-point shooting, 3 of 13 on the day for 23%. Furman's still at 33% above. They've been getting beat by Furman in about every offensive statistic. And right now, I don't know what Beeline can be telling his guys because they're in a world of hurt right now. And while I did say this was on upset alert, I wasn't starting the game, so I couldn't call it. I did call it through texting. You'll just have to trust me. I said Michigan might lose this game. I didn't really believe it, but I sure do now.
Furman is now out of their huddle. They're feeling good about themselves going into this Crisler Center here in Ann Arbor. Slowly soaking into the somewhere in the mid-200s. Now they find themselves with a 3-point lead over the Wolverines and 15:57 to play in the second half. John Beeline trying to get whatever he can out of the Wolverines squad and trying to keep them in this game. This is get out there quickly if the Wolverines jump back into this game.
Well, look at it. 2 of the starters, TJ Wilson and Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman, both 0 of 3, combined 0 of 6. Combined at 3-point line, 0 for 3. They've been in there for 36 minutes, and neither of them has been able to make a single shot. There's only 1 rebound combined. There's no assists combined. And right now, Abdul-Rahman and Wilson have to step up if Michigan wants a chance. Michigan getting ready to come out. Furman's been waiting for a while. They've got Davis, Sibley, Rafferty, Fowler, and Acox. Michigan's going to come out with Walton Jr., Duncan Robinson, Zach Irvin, Mo Wagner, and DJ Wilson. It's Furman ball. I'm not sure what the fans are booing, but they have decided that something is deserving of a boo. Not sure what it was. Furman gets it in. Fowler gets it inside to Acox for the slam. Are you kidding me? The alley-oop. Furman up 5. Walton brings it back right to left, gets it to DJ Wilson in the right wing. There we go.
Zach Irvin has the ball over on the left wing. Irvin trying to score something for the Wolverines. Get them back in this game. As we said, it could get out of hand quickly. Wolverines are down 5. Irvin driving into the lane. Tries to find the alley-oop for Wilson. He got it. What a pretty play for the Wolverines. Gets them their first points in the second half. 33-36.
It wasn't a dunk, but it was close enough. A nice, cute little layup. Michigan's got to step up on defense here. Stop Furman. They've done nothing in the first 15 seconds.
Paladins have the ball with Acox. Now Fowler driving in towards the basket. He's fouled on the way by Walton.
Oh, they messed it up. Oh, he didn't get touched. He lost the ball. Oh, that is a missed call by the referees. 100%. Folks, I don't know what's going on with the sound right now. All I know is that you can hear me. That's all that matters. Fowler's going to go to the line shooting 2. You can see in the replay, he wasn't touched, folks. First free throw's up and good. It makes it completely unfair right there. Michigan didn't need that one, as it looks like it's just me. And that's all the people need anymore, right? All right, Fowler takes dribble 1, 2, 3, spins in his hand, puts it up, puts it in. It's 2 points for the road team that they did not deserve. Irvin gets it into Walton. He'll bring it back right to left. As DJ Wilson gets it on the right wing, hands it off goes to the left, gets it to Mo Wagner, headed three, didn't take it. Robinson, right wing corner, three, didn't take it. He gets hit, puts up the layup, and one, gets the foul. Are you kidding me? Duncan Robinson responds with an and one right there. Big shot by Robinson. He's made both of his shots right there. A nice layup. Furman wanted traveling, did not get it, and Robinson gets Michigan back within three. He'll get the free throw here. One dribble, puts it up, puts it in. It's 38-36 Furman.
Chris, I think we have our issues resolved. I think we finally figured out what was going on with the sound. It was on your laptop microphone.
All right, my fault entirely.
Not the nice soundboard that was sitting in front of us. We should be good to go now. As you said, Furman is up to 38-36, 14:30 remaining here in the second half. Furman with the ball. It's Fowler over on the left wing. Gets it over to Rafferty. Rafferty tries to collect the offensive board. That one definitely went off of Rafferty's hands. He should have collected that one, but tried to go over the top of Mo Wagner, and it will be Wolverines' ball, as the Wolverines have a chance to either take the lead or come back and tie this one down 2.
That was a big N1 by Duncan Robinson. If they can score here, the fans will get back in it. They can tie or take the lead, as he said.
Zach Irvin kicks it over to DJ Wilson. Wilson back to Irvin. Irvin is at the point. Irvin kicks it out over the left, looking for the alley-oop again to Wilson. Wilson unable to corral it. And that's a terrible decision right there. Wilson loses it away as it's collected by Fowler. Fowler running the length of the floor. He had a layup opportunity, doesn't go. Rebound swatted away by Wagner. Over to DJ Wilson. Derek Walton to the basket and one. What a play by Derek Walton. You said Crisler was dead a minute ago, Chris. It's not dead now. Wolverines tie it up 38 apiece with a chance to take the lead on the and one by Derek Walton.
Man, was that defensive rebound lucky. The ball was in the air. Wagner couldn't reach it. He batted it out to DJ Wilson. Wilson brought it all the way. A nice bounce pass to Walton. Michigan can take the lead. Hot dog. Furman is dead on the sidelines right now.
Derek Walton is at the line now, a tried and true shooter from the stripe.
Uh-oh. Don't say that.
Nothing but net. That one cans through the hole. And the Wolverines are up 39-38, 13:47 remaining in the first half. Furman with the basketball. It is Beans. Beans hands it over to Fowler. Fowler has the ball. Chugging it away, almost loses it. Wolverines playing hefty defense. That one's going to be a jump ball. Fantastic defense by Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman, and it's going to be Wolverines' ball on the jump.
They could have called a travel there. That was Lyons who just came in as Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman's going to check back in for the Michigan Wolverines. It's Walton Jr., Abdul-Rahman, Wagner, Irvin Robinson for the home team. Furman's got Davis, Beans, Sibley, Lyons, and Rafferty.
Wolverines have the ball with Duncan Robinson. Robinson over to Irvin. Irvin gives it to Wagner at the point. Derek Walton has it on the right wing. Gives it for an open three to Robinson, and that one caught absolutely nothing. That was an ugly shot for Duncan Robinson.
Wow, I said he's hot right as he shot it. Apparently that was a jinx as the Furman crowd chanting airball at him. I'm very proud that they made the drive all the way out from South Carolina.
There is another thing, alumni. It is Davis with the ball at the point. Over to Beans. Beans gives it up to Rafferty. Rafferty cans that one on the turnaround over the head of Mo Wagner. Great shot. Furman back up 40-39. 12:55 and ticking remaining in the second half. Derek Walton with the ball for the Wolverines. Gives it up to Zach Irvin. Zach Irvin looking for Wagner down low. Finds him, and oh my goodness. Wagner should have had a very easy layup, but I think somehow, even though it seemed like Rafferty was 10 feet away, he's called for the foul on Wagner. And Mo Wagner's going to shoot two. I don't know where the foul was. It didn't look like there was any contact. Maybe he caught him with his arm.
I think he caught him with right on the right arm there on the layup. I hate these little alley-oops that Michigan is doing because they're really hot when they go in, but they're really unsuccessful when they don't. They're quick turnovers, and Xavier Simpson ready to check in.
Wagner has 13 on the night. Hits the first free throw. He's up to 14.
Your double-double check. He is 6 rebounds away. Irvin has 8 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. We might see an Irvin triple-double, just saying.
Knotted up at 40, second free throw from Wagner. Wow, nothing but net. Mo Wagner having himself a night. 15 points. And he is cruising along. This Wolverines team is back up 41-40. As Furman brings the ball back up the length of the court with Davis.
Michigan men's basketball team taking a page out of the women's team, making all of their free throws so far. They're 8 of 8.
Sibley gets it over to Beans. Beans takes the shot.
Oh,
I don't think there was any contact there. Duncan Robinson was a good couple of steps off as Beans launched the three from the left wing. The three was no good, but Beans fell backwards, and the foul will go against Robinson. That's going to mean 3 free throws for Mr. Beans.
That is Michigan's 5th foul of the half. I don't know how the refs are so pro Furman right now, but they have made 2 awful calls against the home team. First free throw up, barely hit iron. It's no good. They call it karma. It's your boy Beans missing the first.
Jeff Beans unable to hit the first free throw.
Oh boy.
Crisler's really getting at him now. Hits the second. There's a small Furman contingent next to us, Chris, and they're pleased with the second free throw going down. Game is knotted up at 41.
Beans is now 4 of 5 from the free throw line on the season. Let's make it 4 of 6. No.
Jeff Beans hits the third. He makes 2 of 3. Furman back up 42-41. A back and forth affair now here at the Crisler Center.
Well, not really, because that wasn't a foul, but it's cool. It's okay. I'm not salty.
Xavier Simpson in at point for the Wolverines. And now it's Duncan Robinson with the ball as he brings it back up to the point. Hands it off to Zach Irvin. Irvin playing hero ball and jacks up a 3.
Stop doing that.
It just goes off script and the ball goes off the iron, and that one's no good. Michigan with an empty possession. Ugly 3 shot early in the shot clock. That's Zach Irvin trying to do too much on his own. Furman with the ball offensively now. Sibley with it. Hands it off to Rafferty. Rafferty over to Davis. Davis is working it inside on the left. Gets it over to Beans. Good defense. Gets it back in. Shot clock down to 4. It's going to have to be Sibley. Sibley jacks it up. Don't know how he got that one off as it rims off the right iron and out. Wolverines collect the rebound. That was Duncan Robinson who collected the board. Gave it up to Zach Irvin. Irvin brings it down low. Finds Mark Donnell. Great jumper from just inside the perimeter, down on the baseline on the right-hand side. That one's good from Donnell, and the Wolverines are back up 43-42, 11:21 remaining here in the second half.
Great defensive possession there into an offensive possession, into traveling. They called it this time, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
Devin Sibley tried to bring that ball into the lane and forgot that he has to dribble before he brings his feet with him, and the Wolverines, the recipients of yet another Furman turnover on the night. That is going to be their 11th in all. Michigan has given up just 3.
You know, I'm looking at Furman's stats right now, and it's pretty impressive. No one has scored more than 8 points. You've got Sibley with 8, Rafferty 8, Beans 7. That's your boy. Acock 6, Fowler 6. On the other side, Michigan kind of streaky. Wagner's leading with 15 into Irvin with 8. He shot 3 of 9, 0 of 4 from 3. Robinson and Donnell and Walton Jr. both with 6. Abdur Rahman still with 0, along with Xavier Simpson. And Michigan 0 of 6 from the three-point line in the second half, 3 of 15 overall, and we saw it against South Carolina on the road. They went, I believe, 1 for 22 it was. They were in it till about the end of the game. That shows you how good South Carolina is. And, oh yeah, they're ranked. Well, now they're 3 of 15, playing a much lesser opponent in Furman, yet Furman's putting up the fight. They're not shooting much better, 4 of 13 from 3, 1 of 4 this half.
Chris, we're getting excited here because Michigan is starting to play some good basketball again, yet they're only up 1 point. It's 43-42.
Yeah.
The Wolverines, this is a must-win game. You're John Beeline. You've got the bench sitting with you right now. What are you telling them?
You know what, right now, this is going to be a close game all the way to the end. This is going to be a nail-biter. I just checked my hand. I've got a few nails still ready to get cut by my teeth. Right now, you're probably just saying, hey, let's not force the mid-range jumper. Let's not force the 3. We've seen Zach Irvin do that his entire career at Michigan, all over the place.
And not make them.
Let's try to get inside. Maybe not give it to Irvin, who's 0 for 4. Maybe find a guy like Duncan Robinson, who's shot 2 of 3 so far today. get it inside to Wagner. Maybe not alley-oop style, but try a nice bounce pass over the top. Don't go for the dunk, though. If Wagner can finish those layups, Michigan should win this game. No probs.
No probs,
No
Chris.
probs,
As
JP.
the Wolverines are about to come out of the huddle, we're about to get back underway here again. 11-17 on the clock here in the second half. Wolverines are trying to stave off a hungry Furman Paladins team, eager for a very big-name non-conference win. Could mean big things for Furman down the line in March if they're to come out with a win. Could mean awful things for the Wolverines if they're to come out with a loss.
That will be on their resume all over the place. Something to keep in mind, Michigan 5 team fouls in the second half to Furman's 3.
Michigan's going to bring the ball up the length of the court with Xavier Simpson. Simpson's got the ball out on the right-hand side, gives it up to Duncan Robinson. Robinson over to Donnell at the point. Donnell swings it back over to the left with Irvin. Off the ball foul is going to be called against the Paladins. I believe that one is going to go against Davis. Going to get the push off the ball.
Well, Michigan will take that. That'll pad that stat a little more. That's Furman's 4th.
Foul actually goes against Beans in the same vicinity as Davis. That's his first foul. Looking for the inbounds pass. It's chucked back near center court to Donnell. Donnell collects it just shy of the half-court line. Gives it to Simpson. Simpson over to Robinson on the right wing. Gives it back up to Walton on the left. Irvin has it now on the left. Gives it over to Marr on the right. Back to Irvin at the point. Irvin trying to figure out what he can do with it. Drives into the lane a little bit. Hesitation. Cuts up under the basket. Great job by Zach Irvin to force the initiative, get under the hoop, and draw the foul. He's going to head to the line and shoot two. Foul is going to go against Acox. That's his 3rd.
It's as if you can read his thoughts in that little cloud above his head. He wanted that mid-range shot, fading away at the free throw line, fading to the right. He wanted it. He drove the ball in, got the foul. Not sure if it was a foul. Maybe it was a makeup call. Either way, Michigan 8 of 8 from the line. Irvin's 2 of 2.
Irvin has 8 points so far on the night. First free throw rattles around and in. Close call.
I'm going to feel responsible if he misses these. As Derek Walton Jr. going to come in for Xavier Simpson.
They call it a member's bounce. Showed his card, got it to go. Second free throw is on the way.
There it is.
It's true. No question about that one. 2 for 2 for Irvin at the line as he moves into double digits. 10 points on the night. 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Big game for Zach Irvin. Furman bringing the ball back up the court now.
Wow.
It's Acox, stolen away by Duncan Robinson. He's running the length of the floor, goes to the basket, cans it away. Duncan Robinson. He shoots a lot of threes, but my goodness, great balls of fire. Can he get to the basket? Gets the lay-in. Wolverines back up 5, 47-42, 10:21 remaining in the second half. Furman kicks it back out to Fowler. That was a wide open look for 3. That one rattled in and out. Acox gathers an offensive board. Michigan just left Davis wide open. What was going on there with Duncan Robinson and Derek Walton? Well, both of them bit back down over towards the wing onto Beans, and that just left Davis wide open for 3.
Well, what I was going to say when Duncan Robinson got the strip into a layup, he was benched because of his defense from last year. He hasn't started a game this season except for last game, which didn't really count. He was in for 50 seconds, and they benched him. And I was about to say his defense has gotten a lot better this year. That time, like you said, Walton and Robinson both bit. They left Davis wide open. Davis is shooting 3 of 5. If there's a hot man on Furman, it's either Davis or Rafferty. Rafferty 3 of 3. Davis 3 of 5, 2 of 4 from 3 with 8 points. Both with 8 points. Huge basket there. That could have been a pull away for Michigan. Instead, it's a big 3 by Furman. They call timeout. We're halfway through the second half, 47-45 Michigan.
Coming out of that timeout, just 10:08 left in this game. Wolverines are trying to continue that momentum and put away Furman, but when you give up easy, wide-open threes like that, it's going to be difficult to do. Derek Walton is back into the game for the Wolverines. He drives it up the court, gives it off to Robinson over on the right. Robinson works it back up around towards the point, hands it off to Zach Irvin. Irvin looking down low to Donnell. That's another one of those passes where they try and find him down in the post, and it's knocked away out of bounds by Furman. It's a good idea. It's just a dangerous pass.
Those haven't been working all day long. I think I've seen one that's actually worked. They're just throwing it down, hoping it popcorns to the big man.
Michigan will inbound under the basket. It's Irvin. He's got it on the left wing. Surprised he didn't try and pull up there with the way he's been playing so far tonight. Irvin driving back towards the basket again on the left-hand side. Pulls it up from 4 feet away. Knocks it in. Wolverines up 4. Irvin, sometimes when he goes off script, it works. That was one of those rare times. Drove in, took a quick jumper from just outside the box there. But, oh my goodness gracious. Furman was driving in with Fowler, and Mark Donnell just came in and said, little boy, get it off the glass.
What the whistle? Are you?
There is a foul on that one. It looked like that was almost all ball.
Oh, it was.
It was all ball, and the Crisler Arena crowd is going to let the reffing crew know that one. That was a beautiful block by Mark Donnell.
That's 3. That's 3. That's 7 free throws that have been gifted to the Furman Paladins. My goodness.
Chance to sink it at the line. First one is no good from Fowler. Perhaps they call it karma. I just call it poor technical free throw shooting.
As Wagner's getting ready to come up and in, so is DJ Wilson. And
here comes the second one from Fowler. Crisler really coming alive to let him hear it on those. He cans the second. Now a 3-point game. Michigan up 49-46 with 9:30 remaining left in the game. WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan men's basketball. I'm Jeremy Parks. Chris Pickler on color. Our spotter, Matthew Cox, over to my left.
That's 4 points, by the way. 2-1-1 for Furman on terrible calls.
Michigan inbounding, brings it back up with Walton. Walton with some fancy dribble moves, but doesn't go anywhere. Hands it over to Walton, left of the point, back to Robinson. Robinson works his way inside, dishes it over to Wilson. Wilson back to Irvin, and now Irvin is going to do what he does best, tell everybody else what to do. Irvin kicks it out over to Walton, wide open 3. That one rims out off the back iron for Derek Walton. No good. Furman coming back up the court now with Sibley. Sibley looking off, hands it over to Fowler. Fowler into Rafferty. Rafferty, excellent spin move on Wagner. Gets it up and around, but yep, with a lot of fancy footwork like that, it draws a travel. Another turnover for the Paladins, and my goodness, Chris, if Furman didn't turn the ball over so dang much, this would be a blowout game in favor of the Paladins.
Turnovers are 12-3. Furman's got 12 of them. Michigan 3 of 16 from 3, 0 of 7 this half. This is getting ridiculous. Got to start making some threes. You're due. And
it's like we're going to have a off-the-ball foul again.
Rafferty. No, I think
Rafferty, they're saying contact to the head, it looks like.
Okay, sure.
I'm not sure if that was off the ball or not.
Wagner had the ball, and then he just kind of lost it. Then they called the foul on that.
Either way, it is Michigan's ball to inbound under the basket. Another foul on the Furman Paladins. Ball is gifted back to Zach Irvin. Gets it into Wilson over on that right wing. Wilson has had a quiet night for himself.
There it is.
Finds it under the hoop. There goes Wilson, and one with the contact. DJ Wilson gets the and one opportunity. Wolverines up 51-46 and a free throw at the line. We mentioned he had a quiet night just 2 seconds before. Great pass down low, good feed, and then poor contact from the Paladins sends Wilson to the line for a free point.
There's been a couple possessions now where DJ Wilson has been open. One was on the corner from 3 earlier in this half. This one wide open down low as he makes the free throw. It's a 6-point game. Crisler's ready. Pull away, Michigan.
Furman determined to keep this one close. It's Sibley bringing it up the court, hands it off to Fowler. Fowler over to Beans. Or should I say Rafferty. Rafferty back to Davis.
Oh, too easy.
Over to Fowler. That's very easy down low. Cox had that one. It was blocked by Wilson off the glass and rimmed out and away. Close to a goaltend, but not called. Michigan comes away with the rebound. Irvin gets it back out to Wagner for 3. Poor over to the left. That one bounces off like a brick. And it's Furman with the rebound. Pace of play really picking up now. Layup is no good from Rafferty, but a foul is called on the layup against Mo Wagner. That's going to send Furman to the line for 2 coming out of the timeout, but there is a timeout on the floor. Under 8, 7:51 remaining in this one. Michigan up 52-46.
Wow, shocker. You know, right now, Michigan 0 of 8 this half from the 3. That Mo Wagner 3 right there, that could have put it away. That's a 9-point game with 8 minutes to go. You're at home if you're Michigan. You're pulling away. If that 3 goes in, ball game. It doesn't go in. Furman's right back into it. Give them 2 free throws. give him a chance to get back within 4. This is a ball game.
And as Michigan starts to push the pace of play, the timeout comes. But it seems like when Furman starts to push the pace of play, they get Michigan off guard. And it seems like Michigan's done a good job of controlling the pace and the flow of this Furman offense. And in addition to that, they've done an incredible job of closing out the dangerous shooter, Devin Sibley.
Yes.
Sibley on the night has 8 points, just 3 of 5, though. 2 for 4 from 3. Really quiet, seeing as they need him to score 20-plus points to really put a victory in the win column.
Well, I talked to Derek Walton Jr. before the game. When I say I talked, I said something to him while he was in shoot-around. He did not look back at me. I said I expected a good night out of him. He clearly didn't think he would have one, and that's true. He's 2 of 6, 6 points. He was on triple-double alert last game against Maryland East Shore. Now instead, just 6 points. The Michigan offense is looking awful. Their defense is the reason they're in it. A nice missed layup there by Furman on the last possession. Could have been a block. I'm not sure if there was one. It didn't go in. Michigan up 6. Furman still feeling confident, still feeling in this one. They're smelling March early on.
The game is by no means over.
No.
It is just a 6-point lead for the Wolverines. And these are the timeouts that keep coming. Every time it seems like Michigan is ready to pull away, there's a timeout that allows Furman to jump back and get the upper hand.
Yeah.
And then every time it looks like Furman's about to get the upper hand, Michigan is able to get some break in the game that allows them the opportunity to get right back in it.
Well, let's look at the stat I mentioned in the last timeout, and it's a little depressing. Fouls are 7-7. Both teams in the bonus, both teams shooting 1-1. Furman's about to shoot 2 right here. Every foul is going to be free throws. The pace of this game is going to slow tremendously. And I think it's good news for the home team. They're shooting 7 of 7, 11 of 11 overall from the free throw line. Furman just 7 of 10 today. As it looks like Rafferty's going to go to the line, shoot 2. He made his 2 free throws earlier on.
And that was from the foul on Wagner prior to the timeout. That is why Rafferty is standing at the free throw line. He'll have 2 and an opportunity to bring this one to a 4-point game if he hits them both.
Got Duncan Robinson in over Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman. He's the hot man.
First one from Rafferty. Right through that cylinder. 5-point game, 52-47. Ball's back in his hands quickly as he's ready to take the back end of the 2.
Oh, God.
That one is good as well. Ugly free throw shooting form, but very European. No matter, it works. Wolverines coming back up the court with the ball. Paladins trying with that full court pressure.
Yeah.
Wolverines do a good job of getting out of it. Find DJ Wilson. He's now out on the right-hand wing. Ball's now with Zach Irvin on the opposite side, on the left. He tries to cut in, is turned away, spins around, finds Robinson back at the point. It's Irvin again.
Down to 6.
Down to 5. Irvin still battling around. Tried to pull a spin around. Hero ball again as it's blocked away. Furman gets that one. Now driving into the lane is Fowler, and another foul is going to be called.
That's Wagner. That's his 3rd.
It's going to be a 1-and-1. Foul actually I think is going to go against Duncan Robinson if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It is in fact on Duncan Robinson. It's his 3rd of the game. Team 8th. We are in the bonus, and that will send Fowler to the line, 1-and-1. Michigan's got their big men down low. Wilson is on the right block. Wagner is on the left block.
It sure feels like Furman, they're down 4. It sure feels like they're up right now.
Fowler's first. That one is good. And now it is just a 3-point game, 52-49, 7:18 remaining in this one. Fowler ready for the back end. Crisler definitely letting him hear it.
Doesn't matter, I guess.
Hits them both. Now it's just a 2-point game, 52-50 Michigan. As we said, those timeouts that slow the momentum for the Wolverines have allowed Furman back into this game. Wolverines pushing up court now, up 2. Irvin has it at the point, hands off to Walton. Walton to Wilson on the right wing. Wagner has it at the point. Down to Wagner, great feed by Derek Walton. Put away by Mo Wagner, and 1.
You know, with the way this game has been called, I was expecting a whistle. I don't really feel like that was illegal. He looked like he was in good.
It did not look like that much of a foul.
No.
Yep, straight up and down, but a beneficial call for the Wolverines will send Mo Wagner to the line. to try and complete the three-point play.
I shouldn't say the refs are pro Furman. The refs are pro blowing the whistle, regardless of if it's needed or not.
There have been a lot of fouls called in this game. It's definitely slowed the pace of play. Free throw from Wagner is good. He now has 18 on the night.
That's Acox's 4th foul, by the way.
And now Furman down 5, pushing back up the court with Sibley. Sibley hands it off to Beans. Beans now has the ball, gives it away over to Davis. Davis to Fowler. Fowler cutting inside, trying to find his way. Blocked off well by DJ Wilson.
Good
back
defense.
to Sibley. Sibley closed off by Walton. Now working inside is Davis over Zach Irvin. There's a big size mismatch there in favor of the Wolverines, but it doesn't matter. The teardrop floater, Curry-esque from Davis as that one falls. Wolverines coming back up the court now. Quick work by Duncan Robinson to get outside. He battles away for the rebound. Trying to save the ball was Davis. He gives it back to the Wolverines, and now open for 3 at the point is Mo Wagner, and he misses it again off to the left. Wolverines had a chance to really pull away there with a big 3, but they miss. And now driving back up the floor is Sibley. Right through the lane, right through the Wolverines, like a knife through hot butter. And it's a 1-point game, 55-54. Michigan clinging.
Wagner 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. Please stop doing what you're doing.
The pace of play is getting too fast, so the Wolverines are going to slow it down. Surprised the refs didn't do it first. Kick back over to Wilson. Wilson was looking for a jumper, couldn't find it. Back over to Walton. Walton's going to slow it down, try and call plays. Drawing Irvin over to the left-hand side. Look for them to try and feed it back to him. Walton takes it to the basket. Wow. Off the glass. Fighting his way off of Sibley and Rafferty. As he puts that one away, Wolverines back up 3, 57-54. Another basket for Walton. He's got 8 on the night. And a big basket for the Wolverines.
Huge.
Sibley has the ball for Furman. Hands it off to Rafferty. Rafferty to Davis. Davis has it back up at the point. Over to Rafferty. Sibley. Davis.
6
Ball's
seconds.
going around. It's a passing parade, but they need to make something happen with the shot clock winding down. Pull up from Sibley. That one hit front iron. Deep 3, no good for Furman. They let the shot clock go a little bit too far and had to make something happen at the end.
All right, Michigan, this is your chance. This is your chance. Start pulling away. A 3 right here. Ball game, I'm calling it.
Wolverines up 3, 4:49 remaining in this game. Derek Walton drives in, finds Duncan Robinson for Trey. No good. Offensive rebound by DJ Wilson as he's fouled as he tries to get the board and score. And that's going to send DJ Wilson to the line for 2.
Wow.
I was really ready to call that three-pointer for Duncan Robinson. He doesn't miss very often, but that one rimmed in and out. Good job by DJ Wilson to box out, get the offensive board, and get himself to the line. He's going to be 1-1 as well. Both teams are still in the bonus. 8 fouls apiece.
He's going to get 2 shots here. Michigan 12 of 12 from the line, so it shouldn't be a difference. First one up, first one good.
Oh, they took a second to put that one up on the board. Sorry, it is 9 fouls now for Furman. That one just went up on the scoreboard.
Michigan.
Wilson cans the first, 58-54 Michigan.
Staying alive at the free throw line, 3 of 19 from 3. 0 of 10 this half.
Second one is up from Wilson. That one is good as well. Michigan is now up by 5 on Furman, 59-54, 4:40 left in the game. Furman moving the ball up court with Davis. Davis hands it off.
Oh, his hands were in the air.
That's going to be called a foul. Derek Walton against Sibley. You said these refs are pro whistle. Wait, taking a second for the call. That one is actually going to be called a 1-1.
I'm not sure what happened, to be honest.
I thought they called a hand check maybe.
What?
But somehow that foul puts Furman at the line.
It's a 1-1. They're at the bonus.
The first of the 1-1 for the Paladins is good.
Okay.
It is Sibley shooting the free throws. A little bit of confusion. That one happened pretty quickly. Sibley's second is also good. And now it's just a 3-point game again, 59-56 after a weird foul sequence. Furman still going in that full court press, unable to bring the pressure on Duncan Robinson. Nothing comes of it. Wolverines have the ball now back at half court. Walton hands it off to Wagner. He's standing at the point. Starts to drive into the lane. He's putting the moves onto Rafferty. Tried to fight in onto the boards, unable to get the rebound to go.
He's begging for a charge that time.
And now the Paladins back on offense. That's Davis. Beautiful move on the layup to try and go 360 windmill around on the layup. Unable to do so. Rebound gathered by the Wolverines. Pace of play really picking up yet again.
Davis went down. They, for the first time ever, did not make the call. Interesting. Michigan up 3. Can they pull away?
Michigan's going to burn some time off the clock here.
10 seconds.
Ball's in the hands of Irvin as he tries to drive in. Takes a point elbow shot. Good. Zach Irvin goes off script, and another time it works. He's having a bit of a hot night. He's up to 12 points.
He's having he's 4 of 10 shooting, so.
Wolverines are back up to a 5-point lead.
Good
Furman
D by
takes a
Walton.
shot from Sibley. Great defense from Walton as that one is no good, but the rebound is one back away. That could have been a foul call against Beans, but Beans wins the ball back, hands it back to Sibley, down in the post to Rafferty, and Rafferty puts it away. 3-point game again. Thought they could have called the foul for that steal on Beans. He got in on the hands of on Wilson.
Wilson had the ball in his hands. Taken away. Under 3 to go. Michigan, where are you at?
Irvin has the ball up top. He's going to try and make something happen again on his own, and cans that one. Like I said, Chris, maybe he's starting to heat up a little bit here. He took that 19-footer from beyond the free throw line, and it was good. Michigan is back up 5. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Furman.
You know, every time I see that Zach Irvin mid-range jumper, I cringe a little bit inside. I don't care how hot he is. It terrifies me. You can do so. There's 20 on the clock. You don't have to put that up. You can find a better shot, either one from 3 or one much closer to the basket. The last 2 times it has worked. He's now shooting 6 of 12. 4 from 3, but I do think you can say he's feeling it now. 4 points last 2 possessions. A missed call by the referees. Stop me if you heard that one before. Michigan up 5, 2:40 to go. Furman running out of time.
Michigan is up 5 with 2:40 left. A little bit of news on the Michigan recruiting trail for basketball. They just got a commitment today for the 2018 class out of Detroit Edison.
Did they get him?
My new favorite name, David DeJulius.
David DeJulius.
I like that name. Now a part of the Wolverines 2018 recruiting class, a lower-end point guard commit. Most have him around a 3-star. Again, he is still pretty young in high school, but apparently after the game against Maryland Eastern Shore the other night, John Beeline went over and watched Detroit East English Village.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he did.
David DeJulius had 46 points, was 13 for 17 from the floor, was 9 of 11 from 3.
Can he come now? He's invited for these last 2:40, by the way.
In a big 79-63 win over Macomb, Dakota.
Yes.
And apparently that got him his offer, and I guess he took a couple of days and said, you know what, all right, I'm going to Michigan.
Well, it's not because of what's going on in this game, because if he's watching or listening to the game right now, David, if you're out there, Michigan's a lot better than this. Michigan will be happy to have you.
And that's just the nature of Michigan. It's such a hot and cold story all the time with the Wolverines. We saw a fantastic performance in the 2K tournament, put the moves on Marquette, SMU, took home the tournament title, and then promptly fell to South Carolina in a brutal one, and then lost a game against Virginia Tech that felt like they won for the majority of that game, and then lost it down the stretch.
Yep.
Went to UCLA against, in my opinion, the best team in the country at the moment.
They are.
And had an absolutely godly performance in the first half.
They did.
Every single shot that Michigan and UCLA put up, nothing was going out. Every single 3 was good. It was a fantastic performance from the Wolverines, but unable to bring anything from it as they lost by nearly 20 in the end to UCLA. So we've seen that this Michigan team has a lot of talent and a lot of potential, but it's games like this that kind of make you question just how good these Wolverines are.
You know,
slow night for the Maize and Blue as they're up just 5 with 2:40 left.
In March, they're not going to look at how much you've beaten teams like Furman by. They're just making sure you haven't lost to them. Okay.
And that is too easy as Sibley just runs right by Derek Walton Jr., right to the rack for the lay-in. 63-60. 2:26 remaining. Wolverines need a basket here.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
DJ Wilson has the ball at the point, gives it off to Zach Irvin. I don't like the ball in Zach Irvin's hands at this point. Hands it back to Irvin.
Don't do it.
Irvin has it at the point. Looks like he's really thinking about pulling up, and my goodness, he does. And my goodness, it's no good off the front iron. That is awful, Zach Irvin. And now Furman has the ball back, down 3. Driving in is Sibley. Almost loses the ball. Good defense by Duncan Robinson. Gets back on his man Fowler. Davis has the ball. Good defense from Walton. Ball is back with Sibley up at the point. Sibley moving around. Works his way to the right. Hands it back over to Rafferty. Oh, my goodness. Rafferty missed the wide open three. He's not a three-point shooter, but
that's his first.
Had to take that opportunity. That one rims out off the back iron. And Michigan has the ball back. Minute 34 left. Wolverines up 3. This one could come down to the wire. Why are you putting the ball in Zach Irvin's hands again? Ball goes back to DJ Wilson. Zach Irvin, stop it.
Oh,
he's going to try and pull up again. He's going to go to the basket. Spin around, Jay in the lane. Nothing but net. It's an air ball, nothing but net.
Zach, what are you doing, buddy?
And the ball goes off of Furman, or the ball goes off of the Wolverines. It is Furman ball. John Beeline trying to get the appeal, but John Beeline, stop being concerned about the call and don't be concerned about Zach Irvin almost giving this game away at this point, taking stupid pull-up jumpers all over the floor.
And I believe we're going to check.
Now it looks like we might have a look at if the ball went out of bounds off of Furman or the Wolverines.
You know, I'm from way up here. I know you at home can't see the angle I have. I have a very terrible angle. I also have a bias angle, and it looks like it went off of Furman. They're going to get together, look at the monitor. They're not showing a replay, which is a bad sign.
Keeping a look at our replay monitor here in front of us. As soon as we get any indication, we'll let you know, but quick recap, it was Zach Irvin the entire possession, standing at the point, driving into the lane, trying to take a spin turnaround jumper from about 8 feet out. It caught nothing but net, but it was an air ball essentially.
It was,
as that shot fell to the wayside. Irvin trying to play hero ball again. Yep. Doesn't work.
Refs have already made up their mind. It's Furman ball. There's a reason they're not showing the replay.
Furman ball, minute 19 to go. Michigan up 63-60. And if there was ever a time for Devin Sibley to get an opportunity to hit a three, now would be the time for the Paladins. Look for the Wolverines to lock him down, but don't forget the rest of this Furman offense, with the exception of Acox and Rafferty, are fantastic three-point shooters. Ball's inbounded by Davis to Sibley as they're going to bring it up the length of the court. Sibley has it at the point. He's working around. Gets it over to Beans. Beans with the pump fake. Walton almost made contact with him there. Gets it over to his man and then back to Beans. Beans gets it on over to Fowler. Fowler back to Davis. Shot clock is down to 10. Under a minute to go here at Crisler Center. Davis has the ball. He's driving it under the hoop. Out of bounds! Out of bounds on John Davis III. He tried to pull an old Spike Albrecht move, run under the basket and dish it out to the left wing.
Well, I am not sure why the Furman fans are on their feet.
It's because he hit Jeff Beans over in the corner, and Beans hit the three.
Oh!
But that was after the ball was called out of bounds. It is Michigan ball. Another Furman turnover. It's plagued them all night. Michigan now has the ball up 3.
They need to foul.
I guess 45 seconds to go. They're going to play it out.
23 seconds means shot and game clock. Basket might do it.
13 turnovers on the night for Furman, and that's how the Wolverines are sitting in the lead here with 3 points, the separation between them. 9 on the clock. Walton is at the point. Gives it up to Irvin. Gives it back to Walton.
4 seconds.
Walton. Jump back. 3. God, are you kidding me? Derek Walton Jr. Call it a little bit of swagger. Derek Walton. Step back 3. Wolverines up 6. 21.6 on the clock. And that should just about do it if the Wolverines can hold on. Boy, he just faked his defender out of his shoes.
Folks, there are 21 seconds left in this game. That is Michigan's first three-pointer in the second half. They're 1 of 11, 4 of 20 shooting the 3. Wow, Michigan is going to walk out of this one.
Not over yet. 21 seconds left on the clock. I don't like to call it before it's over, Chris.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Michigan up 66-60, 21.6 left on the clock. We are in timeout. It was timeout Furman after they got the ball back up the floor. Wow. Michigan, if you are John Beeline, absolutely cannot foul, and you need to guard the perimeter.
Furman also out of timeouts. So if they are trapped in the corner, we've seen it before at the University of Michigan.
Furman's got to be drawing up their best play, I think, to get the ball to Sibley if at all possible, but that's been a difficult order all night long.
Well, you know, JP, I've been saying this in about the last 5 games for those of you still listening. This is their Super Bowl. After this game, this is it. Their best team is the Citadel coming up. This is all Furman has left on their season until the SoCal Men's Basketball Championships. They need this win. They don't want to spend the next X hours on a bus on the way back to South Carolina. They need this win. This is their Super Bowl. This is everything. I'm looking for a quick 3 here. Where are you, Mr. Sibley?
Inbounding the ball for the Paladins will be Lyons. Lyons has the ball, inbounds it to Rafferty. Rafferty trying to get the ball to Fowler. They can't get it to Fowler. Incredible defense by Zach Irvin as he closes off Fowler. Fowler's got it now. Clock ticking down. 12, 11. Airball. Shot goes up. Airball. Michigan gets the rebound, and Furman will foul.
Can I say it now, JP?
You can just about say it, Chris. Michigan will be going to the line.
Wow! Crisler Center's up. Furman's up and out. The University of Michigan is going to finish their non-conference schedule with a victory over the Furman Paladins.
Impassioned, Chris. 66-60.
I feel good.
With Derek Walton at the line to shoot 2 before we close this game out.
Well, you know, the last time this happened, it was against Virginia Tech, and we didn't win that game. So it feels good for the University of Michigan to come out on top.
First free throw is good from Walton. Puts the Wolverines up 7. Fans are beginning to file out of the Crisler Center. Second free throw is on the way from Walton. That one rattles home.
16
Wolverines are up
16
8
from the free throw line.
8 seconds remaining. You would think that Furman will look for maybe a quick 3 and try to foul again, but the only way that happens is if they get a quick 3. Inbounding the ball will be Fowler. He gets it into Sibley. Furman knows the game's over, so they just straight inbounds the ball. Sibley goes to the rack. He gets the lay-in. The 2 is good. 3 seconds left on the clock. Wolverines get it into Wilson. Wilson runs it past half court. As the buzzer will sound, Michigan wins this one 68-62. It wasn't a sure thing until the dying moments, but the Wolverines pull out an ugly win to end the non-conference schedule against the Furman Paladins. Wolverines will advance to 10-3. Meanwhile, the Paladins will drop to 7-6. Chris, your final thoughts on the game?
You know, this was supposed to be a 16-point game. I never thought it was going to be that. Furman put up a heck of a fight. I'm excited to see them come out of the Southern Conference. If you're the University of Michigan, you just had one of your worst performances shooting the ball, and you still somehow won the game. Get that shaken out. The Big Ten is a-coming. Michigan ends with a win.
Your WCBN Sports Player of the Game tonight, big number 13, big German Mo Wagner, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and that's going to do it for our coverage here from WCBN Sports.
Yes,
for
it will.
Chris Pickler, Chris the intern, and Matthew Cox, our spotter. I'm Jeremy Parks. As always, we'll leave you with a good night and a Go Blue from the Crisler Center. Woo! Happy holidays.